Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the Done Creative. My name is Boston, and his name is Wrigley.
Yeah.
Well, the Done Creative Live.
And his name is?
Winnie. Who? You want to take it now? Hello.
You gonna tell him it's your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah. Cards.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yes.
This is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is tomorrow. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It starts the same thing.
Everybody's chatting. Nobody's in the live chat. I'm gonna see Mommy.
There might not be anyone here yet. I don't know.
I saw like 3.
No, there's 5 people.
Oh, there's 6 people.
Oh.
Who are they? I only see Mommy. Okay, we gotta hide her right here. Right there. I just stole the show. I don't know why, but I just wanted to.
Oh, we got another donation.
No, it was.
Hello.
No, that's a donation.
Hello.
Anybody gonna chat?
I don't know if anyone's here.
There's 6 people.
Oh, maybe.
If nobody's chatting, somebody.
Oh, somebody says hi,
Hi.
guys. Finally.
Hi, guys.
I
The
was
first one to
about.
chat.
Oh, there's 8 people. Oh, not a person.
Oh, Grandma Mardell. Hi, kids. Grandma Mardell.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma. It's Boston's birthday tomorrow.
I think she knows
We
that.
have Ryan.
Ria Limo.
Okay. Luna Refresh.
Ah, Luna Refresh is here. Yay.
KDR.
And Marcel Kiefer. Catherine W. Hello.
I run the show now.
Do you want to
He took over.
Do you want to do the collective reading for all of us?
Like,
Shuffle this deck. Or
Okay.
you pick a deck.
you
You can pick any of those or any of these. Or any of these. You gotta show them how to shuffle. Okay, the answer is simple. So have them think of a question that has a yes or no or kind of a time limit.
Yeah,
Let 'em know
say it in the chat. Say it in the chat.
First one
Oh,
is
there's 10 people and 7 likes. Thank
7
you.
likes.
Thank you if you liked the video.
Oh, you're sweet. Okay, so I guess let them know that they need to have a yes or no question or something maybe with the time frame. Just a yes or no question, probably.
Not hi, guys.
Okay, go ahead and shuffle. Do it like I do.
No! I don't
Try
know
it.
how to do it.
Try it. This is how I do it. Okay, you hold like this, and then you grab. So
Okay.
hold it in your left.
Okay.
Hold them in your left. Even like that. No.
You should be looking at
Grab.
them, not me.
Okay, and when one falls out, or when you just decide you want to select one, but you gotta hold it up so they can see.
This is so hard.
What? It's easy.
No, it's not. Can you do it for me?
Okay, I'll fan them out so you can select. Okay. Everybody in the chat, think of a yes or no question you maybe like an answer to.
11 people and 9 likes.
All right.
Okay.
Wrigley's gonna pick question 1, and then we'll do question 2 with Boston will pick question 1.
I always like.
Okay. You can.
Okay, Boston, you do the first question.
Did somebody pick this?
Okay, Boston, what's the answer? What's it say?
Be
Assertive.
assertive.
Show them the card. Show them the card.
See, it's
And then
it's a person with really big white hair.
Wrigley says, if you believe.
I don't believe in myself.
Yes, you do.
Give me one.
I believe if I go sledding again, I'll hurt myself.
Well, you did fall and slide into the fence.
This is my second card.
All right, improving health. Okay,
and I'm
guys.
gonna do this one.
All right, I think it's time for me to start.
Wait, what about this one? These ones.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
stay
get
for a minute.
Okay, we'll just do one more
I'll stay for a minute.
chakra love message for everyone who's here. Okay. Woo!
We've been live for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my bumblebee here.
Okay.
Stinks.
Ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Pick one for everybody. Don't look at it though. Just grab one.
This one, right here, right here.
Okay.
Feel it.
Can you read it?
Okay.
You know how to read.
I know, but I don't know
Try
this
to
word.
sound it out.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
I can read that.
Showing
But he's
vulnerability
older
is a
than me.
sign
I
of
can read.
strength. Here's a cool card. And
Can
here's
you
the
read
next
what's under that little design? What's that say?
Soda light.
Soda light.
Soda light. Where is it? Do you have it? Okay. This one. I got a candle.
Okay, guys.
Blow it out.
Go ahead and say bye.
I'm not going. No, you can go.
Alright.
You can take it.
Okay.
14 likes.
14
People.
Pocahontas.
Let me fix all this here.
Pocahontas. It's not pronounced.
All right.
If you leave a like, you are good.
Okay, say bye. And I will say hi.
You know what?
Ba, 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 ba.
In this chair.
No, you're not, because I'm gonna sit in that chair. Okay,
Fine.
go ahead.
Oh, look at
Bedtime creature.
Mommy,
You
look
can
at
sit
what.
there, Mommy.
Look at what.
No, you can get in.
Mommy,
'Cause I
look
want to
what
stay.
my poo's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to stay.
All right.
You know
Okay, here. Let's move that out of the way.
I want to stay with Boston.
No, he's going too. Everyone's going except me.
Yeah.
I gotta get to work. My day
Bye. I
has
wish
begun.
myself a happy birthday. Thanks. Thank you, me.
Did you tell him how old you're gonna be tomorrow?
10.
With the third deck you guys have dropped since we started. All right.
Boston, come here. Come here.
Closer to that.
Come here,
Okay.
Boston.
All right, close the door on your way out. Be quiet. And I love you. Good night. All right, close the door, please. All the way. Okay.
I'll haunt your dreams.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. They really wanted to run the show at the beginning, so let the kids be kids for a little bit. Yes, Boston will be 10 tomorrow. Okay then. Yes, he will be 10 tomorrow. Okay, you guys, gotta go. Sorry about that. All right, so let me catch up with all of you. I did see we had another donation come in from Rhea Limo, so we've now currently got 2 donations. So let me go ahead and copy my list, and then I'm going to say hi to everybody. Add Rhea Limo. All right. And I don't even have my music going. That's how behind I am here. So let me do that. Let me get some music going for all of us. Okay. Go to YouTube. I'm going to turn that down, I'm sure. Okay. Stand by. I should have had this ready. I wasn't thinking. The kids were like, we could do it. We could start it out for you. Okay. This might be loud for a second. I'm going to turn it down very soon. Okay, maybe I can catch it before it gets loud. There we go. Okay, I feel at home now. The music is going. Now let me head back over to the chat so I can see you guys. All right, we've got Rhea Limo, we've got Katie R, we've got Mardell Kiefer, my mom, we've got Catherine W, we've got Luna Refresh, Harmony, Starshine. Oh, Niaja turned her name to something else. Heidi K. Oh, we've got Catherine W. also donating. Thank you so much. Pocahontas, Tammy, Wynn. Let's see. Joyful Journeys here. Pocahontas. Scott Bittner. All right. Yes, I think I've hit everybody who's here. Not literally. I don't want to hurt anybody. Got everybody here. So let me add Catherine W to our list, and we will do another less spastic little collective reading for all of us. Catherine W. Okay, that is our current list. Alrighty. So I think we're gonna go to Spellcaster. So this is gonna be a collective message just to get us going. And then, oh, Canary's here. Hello, Canary. And then after this card pull, we'll get right into Katie R's question, and then Rhea Limo, and then Catherine W. Those are our only 3 donations so far. So we've got financial health. So many of you may be examining your finances, trying to see where you can cut back. Maybe you've recently had a windfall or some extra money come in. You're trying to decide, should we save it? Should we spend it? But you're really examining your finances, what's coming in, what's going out. And it's a really good time. It's funny because I'm really directed here to the bonsai tree. You know, there's no right or wrong way to trim the bonsai tree, just like there's probably no right or wrong way to figure out your financial health, because we all have different lifestyles. We all have different things that we're trying to accomplish. Some of us need to save to accomplish some of those things. Others of us need to be able to spend money to make money. So only take this as it resonates. But I feel like there is going to be an increase in your finances coming up. Get one more. All right. We've got life purpose. So we've got some major energy going on right now. I can attest to that. There's a lot going on in the collective. A lot of people are being triggered right now. That new moon that happened on February 11th felt like a full moon, and every day between then and the actual full moon for 2 weeks just felt like a full moon, a full moon, a full moon, a full moon. I know I'm not the only one that felt that. You're refinancing your student loans any day. Well, there you go. That's really going to help you be able to consolidate things and hopefully have more money in your pocket, but also be paying those off quicker. But with this life purpose here, I think the energy that a lot of us are going through currently, this is to help us what? Level up, level up, level up. We're leveling up so that we can really tap into what it is we're here to do, who it is we're here to be, so we can actually get down to business and figure out what is next for us. On the back of the deck, we've got healing, which is no wonder. That energy of that moon was very healing. It was difficult, but very, very healing, at least in my case and circumstance and the people that I've kind of talked to about it. There was a lot to come up that needed purged to be healed so that we can all move on with our lives and get to the next deal. All right. So let's go ahead and get into KDR's question, and then Rhea Limo, you're on deck, and then Catherine W. And if we can just have the questions ready to go right as you kind of sense, use your intuition. As you sense I'm wrapping up the next person, go ahead and get your question ready and then post it right when we're wrapping up. Okay. So Katie R says, hello, I would like a past life read for Debbie, please. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Past life read for Debbie. Anything from past life for Debbie. And I want to say that this is something that's affecting her in this life, something she's learning from in this life still. Okay, we've got here called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So this is not her first rodeo here on Earth, and I feel that especially during this incarnation and the one previous to this, I'm not sure how old Debbie is, but this could be, depending if she's older than born in 1961 or not. I'm seeing her as a 20-year-old man, like he turned 20 in 1961, and died at age 24 is what they're showing me. But this was because the incarnation that Debbie had as that male, she was showing, okay, what are they trying to show me? Something about accidentally killed. He was in the military though. So Debbie was, it's confusing when we're tapping into someone from another another gender. But bear with me. I'm not sure his name, but Debbie, we'll call him Debbie. Debbie was in some sort of accident in the military, accidentally shot. They were messing around, drinking, accidentally shot at age 24. So in 61 would have been 20. So add 3 years to that. So that'd have been what, 61 was 20, 62, 63, 64, 65. So 1965 would have been the year that Debbie passed away in that incarnation, in that life. But the reason that she incarnated as that male in that life was the person who shot her is actually someone who, okay, now they're showing me that person took their own life because they were feeling so guilty about what was going on with that accidental shooting. And they are actually in the same family in this life, but I feel the person who accidentally shot her in that life is now also a female in her family line in this life, in Debbie's life, in this life. And it's someone she's very closely connected to. But the reason that she passed away was because her parents in that life needed to learn how to lose somebody. Of course, the person who shot her needed to learn some soul lessons and, all the things that we learned. That's really what they're showing me. That is so in depth. There's just a lot going on. There was a lot. That was a lifetime for Debbie to clear a lot of karma. She really wanted to come in and, okay, what are they trying to show me? So wanted to come in, wanted to pay off a lot of past karma and actually help the soul's evolution of those in her family or those close friends of hers. So I hope that resonated. That was very interesting. I don't think I've ever quite, Katie, you come with the amazing questions for past lives, and it's like, I don't know if it's just you or what, but anytime you ask a past life question, they really dig in and get something. It's so interesting. Hey, Burma. Oh, Lori is here. Good to see you. I did see a couple. Okay, so we've got Lori. Lori has donated as well. Let's go ahead and copy my list. I see Ria Limo has her question posted. Thank you so much. And thanks for your donations, everyone. I really appreciate that. And if you're new here or you forgot, all of your lovely donations do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a camper, and we're hoping to get her out of that camper. Lori, I'm just going to put Lori because I know who you are. You know who you are. Okay, that's our list. So, yes, it is good to have Lunar back. I'm glad to see Burma is here. Awesome. All right. So, Ria Limo wants to know, what personalities do my guardian angels have and any messages they have for me? Absolutely. Okay. Let's go to the archetype deck. That's always a good one for personality questions. All right. Anything from Ria Limo's angels, guides, any messages they have, anything about the personalities? Well, we've got Judge, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. And if this isn't a spirit guide or an angel, I don't know what is. I love that this came out. But this is a highly evolved soul. If this is a spirit guide we're talking about, if this is an angel, most angels have never incarnated. At least that's how I understand the whole concept of angels. They're just a whole different vibration of a type of soul. But this angel that we're picking up with this personality here is just someone who wants you to tap into your own power. That's the main message they have for you, is just to be able to tap into your own inner strength, your own inner power, because they work through your own thoughts, your own intuition a lot of the time. Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. Look at that. I can't remember drawing this in like recent readings at all, at least in the last year. Light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation in return, or of return. Oh, yep, the Judge and the angel. So you've got that great dynamic there where they're just helping you. They're ready to step in and help anytime you ask without anything, without asking anything in return. So that's really cool. Let's find out what messages they have for you besides just kind of stepping up into your own power. All right. Any messages for Ria Limo about the angels, guides, or from the angels and guides? So cool. Nothing is set in stone. So anything that you've kind of made a decision about, or ideas that you have, just know that you like your whole incarnation, your life, Ria Limo, they basically are showing me that you have like these escape clauses. Is kind of how they're showing it to me. Like you decided at some point, like here and there and there, like throughout your incarnation here, that you would give yourself the free will choice while incarnated to make a different choice than what your soul contract says. And I think you have at least 3 major kind of escape clauses set out throughout your life, maybe where you decided at a very young age, kind of deciding between 2 love interests, or should I move this direction or move this direction? And they kind of just your soul before you incarnated, you kind of left it up to wherever you're at mentally and like in that 3D realm, 3D world kind of thinking, if that makes sense. And you're coming up on another one of these is really what they're showing me. So especially if you have a really big decision that you're making, and if that doesn't resonate yet, this is something coming up within the next year and a half for you. That's going to be a major decision. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? Something that's going to be life-changing in such a beautiful way for you, though, but nothing set in stone as far as your soul contract, because it's kind of like they're showing me those old choose your own adventure books that I used to enjoy in the late 80s and early 90s as a child, where you get to the end of the page and it's like, does the main character go into the woods or do they turn around and go home? Like, your decision at that point will take you to one page or another, and the story can end up completely different. So nothing is set in stone as far as this choice coming up for you. Let's get one more card. Be a limo. Well, we got two more. It's time to release negativity, and what do you need to release? So I think a big part of this turning point is you walking away from something that you know is not in your soul's best interest, is not in your highest good. You're walking away from something toxic to you or somebody toxic to you that is going to be for the best. But again, nothing's set in stone. You're allowed to make any choice you want. What is an escape clause? I'm able to change my mind on anything. Nothing is set in stone on my contract. Yeah, but I'm seeing like kind of three main turning points in your life where you just kind of decide you're not happy living at home. Yeah, well, it could be you're deciding to just pick up and move. But whatever it is, you're stepping into out of your comfort zone. That's what's on the back of the deck, what I'm trying to say. And you're releasing something that's just not serving you moving forward. Hey, Tony, Lynn, it's good to see you. And what do you need to release? So you are releasing, and maybe you're needing to do some soul searching. Like, what is it I need to release? Maybe you're not clear of it yet. It might have to do with some toxic family members or relationship dynamics, but it's time. Between now and the next year and a half, you're really going to come to that point where you're just like, I'm done with this one thing. You're going to turn your back on it, walk away, and it's going to be one of the best decisions you made because it's actually going to lead you to people who are more supportive, or a job that's more supportive, or a location that's more supportive, something that's actually going to benefit you a lot better than where you're being benefited now. So I hope that resonated for you, Rhea Limo, and thanks again for your donation. All right, take a drink of my water. Okay, so I think Catherine W. is next. Dog hair. It's a condiment in this house. Dog hair on everything. Okay. I'm just catching up through the chat. Now that there's a lot less people, now that I moved my live streams over to this new channel a couple weeks ago, the chat moves so much slower, and I actually feel more a part of things, which is kind of interesting, and I love it. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so I think I'm caught up. Catherine W. already has her question. Amazing. Awesome. So I will, next on our list is Lori, and that is all we have for donations tonight. Another thing about the smaller channel is we don't have as many people on, but that's okay. Let me just post my list before I forget. 2 questions. Sure, go ahead. Katie, I love Katie's question. It inspired me. Anyway, I would love to know about my past life and how it affects me in this life. Me too, Zar. It has been about 3 weeks for me. Yeah, a lot of us have really been going through the ringer lately, and yeah, it's actually helped me to be able to check in with you guys. But as far as like the Telegram group and Facebook and all that, I'm like bare minimum. Like, I'll check in real quick and check right back on out. Just trying to do that self-care, that mental health clearing with all the energies going on. It's just the whole thing. Okay, so Catherine W. Wanting to know about a past life. Okay, we've got lots coming out here. Wow. So lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. I think what I'll do is I'll read these and then I'll really dive into what I'm seeing as far as a past life. But wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven with that card. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. That's beautiful. Loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction. Let God in. Awesome. So what I'm really seeing is the fact, I'm picking up on 2 lives actually, so we'll kind of touch base with both of those. So the older life, or the farthest, is, as far as like linear time goes, the farthest back one was definitely an Andromedan lifetime in the Andromedan galaxy as an Andromedan humanoid type of person. But of course, with that Andromedan energy, you're very highly advanced civilization there. You are allowed to have like this questioning mentality where everybody's questioning things and trying to level everything up. Everybody's working for the common good of all. And it was as a result of just you being this high dimensional, being, this light worker, this star seed, that you decided to actually, they're showing me that in that lifetime and in a lot of those, the lifetime of the Andromedan galaxy, there's no such thing, at least in the lifetime you lived in, kind of the, how do I even explain this? It's really weird. It's not like anyone accidentally died or overdosed or was killed in a car accident or died of cancer. Like, you were just decided, like, someday, like, yeah, I think I'm done with this now. I'm going to go on. I'm going to pass away, let this body behind, and go do something else. That's kind of how your, I guess, the vibration or the dimension that you were living in Andromeda was. There were no accidental deaths and all the other things I said. But you just decided, because you saw the ish show that there is here on Earth, you decided to leave that body, leave that incarnation. And you went, okay, so they're showing me like you went to kind of beyond the veil, what we kind of consider heaven or whatever. And you were deciding, okay, I need to like kind of do a crash course and school myself. Like, what is this thing called Earth? What's going on there? How can I help? Like, that's really what they're showing me, Catherine. So you decided, you kind of took this kind of incubation period here where you were kind of in that cosmic womb and just waiting out time for the right time to incarnate. Because I don't see that you have had a lot of past Earth lives. It's not to say that you haven't had quite a few, but like you haven't had hundreds of past Earth lifetimes, because you are from higher realms. You're from, especially that Andromedan galaxy. That's the another galaxy beyond the Milky Way galaxy that we are living in, Andromedan galaxy. But you are waiting. You did that waiting period before you incarnated, and then you came to Earth, and it was a bish. Let's just put it that way. It was very difficult, very hard. The density, because how I've seen it in meditation and hypnosis that I've had done, is the fact that Earth is one of the lowest vibrational planets, the farthest away you can get from God or Source or the creator of all that is, whatever you want to call that entity or person or energy, whatever you want to call that. Earth is about as far away as you can get from that light without completely not knowing there is a such thing as the light or God or, whatever you want to call that entity. So you really struggled, Catherine, in your first Earth incarnation. This is really what I'm seeing is one of your first Earth incarnations was, they're showing me like the Middle Ages. So if you feel that you have been here before that time frame, like Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, if any of that resonates, then you probably were here during those lifetimes, but the vibration of the Earth was a more fifth dimensional consciousness back then. This, in the Middle Ages, what we call the Middle Ages in our history books, Catherine, is kind of your first rodeo, so to speak, in the third dimensional Earth existence or, reality. So you had a really rough time. You probably dealt with addiction in that life. And you probably it was just very hard. You probably, they're showing me you were a female in that life, but you had 2 children and you died during the childbirth of that second child. Because it was just too rough. It was just too hard. You were checking right back on out, ready to go back into that incubation period to decide, okay, I definitely want to help on Earth, but I think I took on just way too much that first rodeo. So that's what they're showing me. Very cool, very complex and intricate what they're showing me. Like, I don't even think I can put it into words the right way. I love when you guys ask past life questions though, because it really forces me in a good way to really tap into what it is they're showing me and try to push beyond my own limits of that can't happen. Like, who has a lifetime where you just decide, besides, suicide, like, I'm done with this life, let's move on to something else. New Soul resonates so much with me. Pretty new here. I'm a Pisces South node in both Western and Vedic. Cool. Feel connected to Egypt very much. Yeah, ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, a lot of that existence of those civilizations were before Earth kind of took a dive down into third dimension. After the fall of Atlantis, I guess technically the vibration was on its way down, but there were pockets of places around the Earth that were still in a more fifth dimensional consciousness. And you lived in a couple of those pockets before everything just really hit the fan, and almost everywhere was now a third dimensional creation or reality. But yeah, you're back to bring it back up. Level it up, level up, level up. That's what you're doing. So I hope that resonated for you, Catherine. Beautiful. So fun. I love these past life questions, you guys. Yes, staying balanced at this time is very tough. Tony Lynn says it's been emotionally tough lately for me too. Yeah, it's been a rough road, but I'm feeling a lot more on top of my game, at least spiritually. Things are just taking on a whole new level with what I'm getting in meditation, my dream state. I've been doing a lot in my, I don't even call it dream state because it's almost like I'm aware of it while I'm dreaming, but it's not a lucid dream or some sort of astral travel. It's weird because like I can feel my body and it's like buzzing, like the whole house is shaking. Like that's how my body feels. It's buzzing, and I'm in these council meetings. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Some sort of like round table or council meeting, and I can't like consciously remember everything that's discussed, but I'm feeling like it's just downloaded into me, and I know somewhere in that subconscious mind that information is available at some point, or it will be at some point. So I'm not stressing myself out like, what are we saying? What are we talking about? Because the other night I was trying to really figure out what am I learning, but I just knew I was learning so much, but I couldn't put a finger on anything I was actually learning. It was like just happening so fast. Yet I was just kind of sitting there in this kind of round table discussion and not understanding. I mean, myself projected into this round table was very involved and talking and invested in what was going on, but my like third dimensional consciousness, like, what's going on? I can't hear. Can you guys slow it down a little? Dumb it down for me? Like, I couldn't figure it out. You get that sometimes? I feel there, but not. Yes. How do I explain that? Words, writing. I'm a writer. I should know how to do words, but I think that's why I'm a writer, is because words sometimes are very hard for me, or trying to put what I'm seeing, hearing, feeling into words a lot of times is very difficult. So yeah, words, very hard. Burma's like, mind blown. Yeah, Lunar knows what I'm talking about. We've kind of discussed that before, kind of feeling on those council meetings. And I think it has to do with the Lyrans. I really do. That symbology, I can't even tell you. I myself have been off Instagram and everything, but I did take a picture for you to see at some point. Let me find it. I can find it, I think. Let me scroll back. It's been a minute. Maybe I deleted it. I went and deleted a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think I did delete it. Dang it. But it said lion, and then I got, they kept telling me about intentions. John was communicating with me, and this is the word I got, Czar. Of course, that's the word we always get with him. And then this was important, that we all need to be there for each other, and then creating. Creating is really big. That's just a major download that I've had, is we need to be creating things. Even if we're not trying to, make money with it or impress anybody, just us creating something. Redesigning and decorating our homes, clearing out closets, clearing clutter, creating art. Like, these things are really huge, like, collective energies right now that we need to be doing. It's really, really cool. Yeah, that app is so fun. It took me a few years to really connect and feel like I'm actually getting intelligent responses, because if you just let the thing run amok, it'll say the most random stuff. And I've really worked hard to kind of attune myself to it. And you're so welcome, Catherine W. How did I start with tarot? Well, in 1997, we got, my mom, my family, we got a tarot deck. And not long after having the deck, we lost the guidebook to it. And it was basically mostly me and my mom that were most interested in it. But we lost the guidebook, so I'd kind of come up with my own meanings for things. And then when I did finally find the guidebook and really just like dove into that, I was really blown away by how kind of similar my interpretations of the cards were to the actual meaning or the Rider-Waite. It was a Rider-Waite deck. So yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, since 1997, I've been dabbling in tarot. Yeah, you just want to transfer your thoughts directly. Yeah, I can feel you on that, soul sister. I really can. All right, so Lori, you are next. And that's it, I think. I think that's it. That's all the donations I have. No, Catherine W. has another one here. So donation list. Catherine W. That's awesome, Amanda. Yeah, I just have always been interested in aliens and unsolved mysteries and cold cases and just like the creepiness of the world and the expansiveness of the world and just the things that we're not supposed to know about. Like, I'm very curious. I do have Mercury in the 8th house, so I'm all about wanting to even talk about those things, which, you know, before a few years ago, it was kind of hard to find people to talk about these things with. Besides my mom, she's always been right there with me on that stuff. So I've been lucky. Like, there are people I know, a lot of people I know that their parents like think they're crazy or weird, and like I've been lucky to have that support with my mom. I have no idea what my dad thinks of me because I don't really know him anymore, but who knows? Like, if he like ran into me sometime today or in the near future, he could probably be like, "Who are you?" All right, I've had feelings about my husband returning to his former job with the MGM. I feel like it will be this month. Would love to see what you see. Another beautiful soul who also reads felt it too. Oh, I hope so, Lori. I really do. All right, let's find out if Lori's husband will be returning to his former job with MGM. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's probably a pretty cool job. Wow. So your dreams need a practical plan. So I don't know if he's doing something kind of on the side or just like trying to figure stuff out, like working on hobbies or kind of side hustles just to keep himself busy. Maybe even working on things around the home to keep himself busy. I think that is the company with the lion logo as far as like MGM, like the movie studio. I don't know, Lori, though, are you talking about the hotel chain? I don't know. Maybe even, I don't know if MGM Hotel has a lion as well. Or if they're maybe the same company. Like, I don't know. I don't know these things. Lions everywhere. But your commitment is being tested. So yes, I think him being out of work, his commitment really has been being tested. But look, what I'm really seeing here is that your dreams your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus here. So there's definitely going to be something going on before Taurus season. Which in Western astrology starts around April 21st, I think. And in Vedic, I think it's about a month later, so May 21st. So definitely before then. But him making any plans he needs to really ground his dreams, to make them into a reality, I think is going to be beneficial for him to, figure out what he's going to do in the meantime. But we've got here, nothing is yet set in stone. So this just might be saying that you, not you, but your husband may have an actual different offer on the table. Oh, Jalen, awesome. I got a Nyasia. Oh, cool, Nyasia. So I'm going to copy my list before I forget, and we'll get back into Lori's question. Lori, you might be lagging if you're wondering if I can see your question. We're on your question currently. Let's see. So Catherine, and then we've got Asia, and then we've got Lynn. Oh, Jay Lynn. Okay, that's our list. Awesome. Okay. So, whoops. Yeah, nothing is set in stone. So I'm not seeing that he won't return to work. I think that's absolutely supported here in what we've got. It's just that maybe there's something else he decides to do. Like he has maybe another offer or an opportunity rise up that something he might be able to do in the meantime. I don't know. But to me, it feels really good. Yeah, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So, you know, we got Taurus, then we got Gemini. Like they come one right after the other. So during that season, so April 21st through about May, Lori's husband returning to MGM. Right. So we've got, so we've got everything's okay. So like we'll start here. This is a really good one to get. So don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. So like I said, the answers you need are coming. Nothing's set in stone. So even if he does return, I think he's maybe doing something a little bit different. I don't know. But everything is okay where that's concerned. I think you're really helping him through this because marriage coming up. The fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. So this just could be, this has given you two a time to really reconnect with each other. You know, not everyone's so busy. You're able to reconnect, all of that as well. And then express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. So this is just your husband just showing the world his true authentic self, not trying to be anything he's not, which I have a feeling he just already does that anyway. So just tell him to keep on being himself, keep on keeping on, and that'll really serve him. All right. Oh, we're freezing? Oh, no. Lori's husband. Yeah, awesome. Whoa. Okay, we got a lot coming out here. Yeah. This is funny because we've got express your individuality and then revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. So this is just him being himself. From that movie Just Friends, that Ryan Reynolds' mom singing, "Be yourself, be yourself, be yourself." It's so funny. But, you know, just being yourself really does go a long way in this world. And then pairing that everything's okay card with expect miracles and taking action and trusting intuition. Everything's working out. So have him follow his intuition. If something else comes along and he's really feeling excited about it, tell him to take it because I think that's a sign that there might be something like that can at least kind of bridge the gap or something he's really excited about. Let's see. Expecting miracles, we talked about that. But taking action says, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So to me, this feels like a new possibility, or the possibility to go back to work. If he's not working currently at all, he's jumping over that kind of barrier between home and work and going right back out to work. But there's going to be something coming up where he needs to trust his own intuition, or he has this feeling to try something new or do something different because he's being guided to take these steps. So I really do see what this other person saw. I see that, yeah, he's definitely going to be back to work. And Taurus season, that's, if it's not this month of March, April, May, it looks really good. Really, really good. And just kind of downloads of information I've been getting on the collective, at least in my area and a lot of the U.S., especially the western part of the U.S., I'm seeing things opening up a lot more into April and especially into May. Like things are almost going to feel normal again, or as close to normal as we can get, still in the midst of a pandemic. I think people are just tired and they just want to continue on the way things were, or as close to that as we can. There's just a lot of supportive energy with the current transits. There is a pretty big explosive energy coming up this month with Rahu conjunct, and this is in both Western and Vedic, but it's going to be in a different sign in each, I do believe. Rahu and Mars coming together, which they come together every 2 years, like ain't no thing. But when they come together in the sign of Taurus, it's a pretty big deal. So there might be some craziness going on in the world just as a result, because there's just so much going on last year, this year. This is a universal year 5, which is all about change. And if you actually look at kind of like the story outline, like what do you call it? How you kind of map out a story, how you've got the inciting incident and this and that, the midpoint, the climax. Well, year number 5 is like the climax of a movie, the climax of a story. So 2020 was just kind of leading us up kind of to that climax. We still have a lot left coming out, a lot left to see this year, a lot of uncovered mysteries or just uncovered secrets that have been long hidden are coming out this year. So that's always good to know, good to have on, in your head as you're watching things unfold in the world. Yeah, that pearl is so beautiful on that card. I love it too. Something in the air changing. It's a weird feeling. Yes, it is weird, but kind of nice. You hit it right on the head. Perfect. So good to know. Either way, we are working on lots of stuff. Cool. Thanks so much, darling. He's looking at something else. You are awesome. Oh, cool. I think no matter what he decides to do, it's going to be him. It's going to be him deciding. It's not like he's taking this job because he has to, or like, okay, I'm going back. He's going to decide. That's what's beautiful about it. Just asked Ro if it was past her bedtime, and she said, no. I don't know how she responded so pertinently. She's still in the baby phase, or babble phase, so is Gold. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Yes, you got it exactly right. Well, I'm glad, Lori. He's gonna be really happy. By midsummer, he's gonna feel like just a big old pep in his step for sure. Yes, you are next, Catherine. I do believe. Let me double check my list, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, you are next, Catherine. And then we've got Nyasia and then Jay Lynn. All right, so go ahead and post your question, Catherine, and we'll get right into it. Post my list so I don't forget where we're at. Oh, you did post your question. All right. So I'd like to know, what is my purpose in this life? I'm so lost. I feel like I change my mind every day. Hey, you and me both. And I always like to preface any life purpose questions by saying that we don't just have one life purpose. We've got lots of life purposes, lots of big life purposes or overarching life purposes, and then we've got lots of little tiny life purposes. So like our life itself, what we do, what we accomplish, what we don't accomplish, these are all life purpose oriented. He does want to do this new thing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I see that he'll be able to decide what he wants to do. That's beautiful. Yeah, my kids put that on there around, I guess it was before Valentine's Day, but it's been on there a long time, and every time I wash it, it just comes off a little bit more and a little bit more. All right, so for Catherine W., life purpose, we're going to work your light. Then we're going to go over to the life purpose oracle as well. Catherine W's question. Oh, there we go. There's one. Wow. Yes. Oh, I love this. And this is a big life purpose for all of us listening in. So I think this might pertain to all of us. But we've got here awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So a lot of us watching here right now, a major part of our life purpose was to actually awaken from the dream of the third dimensional reality to a more higher vibrational consciousness, and to awaken to the understanding that we are not just these humans that die and that's the end of everything. We are humans, we are spirit having human experience, and then we keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, but way cooler. So, hey Willow Alcir, welcome! So a big part of your purpose was to awaken, and as a result, you are, Catherine W., awakening so many other people in your life. Just by planting seeds and being awakened, you are planting seeds. That's what I'm trying to say. Just by you being awakened, you are planting seeds. Because look on the back of the deck, you've got mirror. Who or what is triggering you, or who or what are you triggering? Because once we awaken, we trigger all of those around us who are unawakened. It's really hard once you awaken to just exist in this third dimensional reality, because we are constantly coming up against people who are unawakened, and we are just living our life, shining our light. And that alone triggers people into start examining, well, why is that person so happy about this? And why does that, all the things people worry about and get triggered by. Just you shining your light will start triggering people. But that is a big part of your purpose. Also, we've got soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So another big part of your purpose is you are meant to find a lot of soul family members. in person, online, however resonates for you, all or both. You're finding those soul family members and you're really feeling connected to people in ways that maybe you hadn't in the past. Or you're discovering the people that you were really connected to in your past are soul family members. Okay, what else? Catherine W, life purpose, anything, spirit, anything. Okay, wow, so we've got here practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So anything that really has your heart, anything you're excited about, anything that you're passionate about, these are put on your heart because of your soul, because it's part of what you're here to do, what you're here to learn, what you're here to be. So practicing those things. Say you love painting. Practicing painting by creating lots of paintings. And if you're like, well, I can't create another painting because where am I going to put it? Start giving them away to people. You know, take that example as it resonates in your life. Whatever it is you enjoy, it could even be an instrument or even just listening to music. But I think you have a really strong connection to music. That's why they really wanted me to point that out. Either creating music or just listening to it and being inspired by it, however resonates for you. Also, you've got the animals card. So you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively, trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So I don't know if you work with animals, you just love having animals near you, or you love getting out in nature where there are a lot of animals. Regardless of however that resonates for you, you are feeling really connected to the animals, and that as a result is really going to help you feel like you're on the line of your purpose. You're doing the thing. I know I don't technically work with animals, but I know just having my 2 dogs here, they really help me feel connected to the earth. They help me feel connected to them. I just feel like a better person for having known my dogs, however it resonates for you. Let's get one more for you, Catherine, from the Life Purpose Oracle. We've got here nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So kind of like the animals, if you're not working in with animals, if you're not working in any kind of restaurant or like as a nutritionist or anything, you can just kind of take these as ways you supplement your life by living more aligned with nature, because animals are a big part of nature. And also the foods, a lot of the foods we eat are a part of nature. Well, they should be. Every year that goes by, it's like the food gets more and more processed and degenerated from the natural every year that goes by. But the more you can get back to basics, back to natural, that's really going to fuel you for your life's purpose. But you may be someone either now or in the future who really enjoys cooking, baking, but it says here you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So again, even if you're not wanting to open a restaurant or work in a restaurant or be a nutritionist or anything like that, just you putting intention that food that you're preparing for yourself, for your family, for whoever, is going to have a healing quality and a nourishing quality. Okay, on the back of the deck, we've got family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So if you don't have children, this just could be you really connecting with the family you were born into, or maybe they taught you not to be a certain way, or that you want to be different from that, and you're finding your found family or your friends and really creating a beautiful life and community. Because remember, you did get the this one right here, the soul family card. So 2 cards having to do with family, your connections, your relationships with other people are a really key component in what it is you're here to accomplish as your life purpose. Just the way you're communicating with others and, sometimes maybe triggering others. It's all about that soul's evolution, Catherine. So I hope that resonated for you. Beautiful question. And thanks again for your lovely donation. Thank you for keeping the list, Lunar. Yes, we've got Nyasia. Go ahead and post your question. And then right after that, we've got Jay Lynn. It did resonate. Oh, good. Yeah, I know a lot of the times, if you're not into nutrition, like that card, we're like, well, what's that have to do with my life purpose? But think about it. What's something you do multiple times a day? Most people is eat. That's such a huge part of our day, of our lives. And the more natural and healthy we can eat, it fuels our vessel to be able to go after said life purpose, if that makes sense. So yeah. All right. Nyasia wants to know if she will get to her goal weight within the next 2 years or sooner. All right. Let's find out for Nyasia. And again, this is the medical deck, but just medical guidance, not actual medical advice. Just a little bit of guidance from Spirit. So take it as it resonates. Woo! We got 3 coming out, 2 coming out actually. They say take 3. Okay. Wow. So exercise is key, and you also have the stretch card here. So I don't know if you are currently already doing some sort of exercise program or workout routine, but that's going to be key to really helping you get to the weight that you're hoping to get to. And remember though, if you are going hard, you're lifting a lot of weights, remember what muscle does way more than fat. So instead of just wanting like a number to hit a number, it should be more all about how you feel, how you look. That should be more the barometer of, okay, I'm successful in my weight loss journey than, okay, the number on the scale says 5 pounds more than I wanted to. Hurt your muscles is really what they're showing. But yeah, they're showing me the scale. They're like, put that scale away for a while, because that's not the measure of your success. Your mass and density on this planet is not a measure of success or failure. It is just something that a lot of us have taken on as young girls, especially women, but some men too. We take on all of this from the collective. Like, you have to be a certain weight, you have to look a certain way. Really what Spirit wants you to do, Nyasha, is to look and feel your best for yourself, not trying to impress anyone else or be this one specific number because that's what society says, or maybe even what your ego says, I need to be below or at this number to be successful in my weight loss journey. But just looking and feeling good because that's how you feel, and you like the way you look when you look in the mirror, that's going to be your barometer or key to success. But I do see that happening within 2 years, absolutely. We also have good night's sleep. So making sure you're getting enough rest, because especially if you're working out a lot, if you don't counter that with a day off or rest while you don't want to be working out 24/7. You need to take the time to allow your muscles to start repairing themselves and stuff like that. I've been sleeping terribly. Yeah, this is going to be the key, because you think about this. A lot of our healing takes place while we're sleeping, not just physically, but from emotional damage, wounds. Think of it this way. You have a big blow up or fight with someone you know, and then that night you just have fitful sleeps and nightmares about what you said or didn't say, or what they said or didn't say. We kind of just get in our heads about it, and then we have a dream about it. That dream is actually you working out all these emotions and aggressions in the dream state, in the astral realm, so you don't actually have to go through that in real life. You've still done the work in the sleep state. But if you're not sleeping well, there are a lot of things you can do to actually facilitate a better night's sleep. A lot of times we think, well, I have insomnia, so what can I do? Cutting out caffeine before like 5 p.m. is very helpful. Cutting out caffeine at all, like totally nixing caffeine out of your life, will help. I quit drinking coffee and caffeine. I'll have like a very small amount of caffeine in certain teas that I have, but most of the tea I drink is decaf. But like, I gave up my coffee habit in February of 2017. Not to say I haven't had coffee since then, but I don't buy it in my home. I might have one once in a great while when I'm out with a friend, or when I go visit my mom. Like, it's something we do, is go get coffee. But getting rid of some caffeine, that'll really help calm down that adrenal fatigue that a lot of people are running on, like constant adrenal fatigue, because we're so caffeinated and hopped up. And also the blue light from the screen, our phones, our computer screens, that really does a number on our pineal gland and just brain activity. So making sure that you're turning those screens off at least 2 hours before you want to get to sleep will help. And I know these habits might be difficult, but these are 2 things Spirit are showing me that would really help you. Oh, you sent a PayPal. Cool. I will check that out. Okay, so we've got quite a few piled up here. I'm just sitting here talking. So first we've got Jamie Lee, then Get to Lekka, and then Kimberly, Liz Lavender. Okay, so let me write these out before I forget. But yeah, Nyasha, I do see that happening for you, and not way out in the future, but within 2 years. But I see you getting your sleep habit or patterns down within about 3 months, especially if you can kind of do those things we talked about. Baby steps with the baby steps for sure. Yeah. Starbucks, LOL. Yeah, I totally get it. But just if at all possible, Spirit's like jumping up and down, excited. Like if you could totally cut caffeine out of your life, you would be so much more in control of who you are, what it is you're doing. And I know that's hard because caffeine, Starbucks tastes good. Like I totally get it. But Spirit were the ones that they told me, you're not drinking coffee anymore. And I'm like, no, but I love it so much. I knew on both the subconscious and conscious level that it was not the best for me because Liz Lavender was that last one. Sorry, Lunar, I said that probably too fast. Liz Lavender. Yeah, I did the thing where I just cut it cold turkey. The same thing I did when I went vegan initially in 2016. Like I just totally went cold turkey, and I don't recommend that for anybody. I don't. It's very difficult to not have to have those headaches and stuff. And it took me about 2 to 3 weeks, if I remember correctly, to really not have those daily headaches with that. So wean yourself off very gradually, and you'll be glad you did. All right, so Jay Lynn, you are next, and then Jamie Lee, and then get to Lecca Ray, and then Liz Lavender. All right, so Jay Lynn. It's like, but like you don't want to know, but so you got to do it. Exactly. And Spirit, like it usually is the very last minute. Like I'll go years knowing, okay, I need to stop doing this one thing. And I'll go years. And then finally overnight, Spirit's like, pull the plug on it. You got to pull the plug. Now's the time. And more water. Absolutely. That's something that did not come up. Say maybe it's on the back of the deck, but we've got acceptance on the back of the deck, Nyasha. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me accept that everything is going in the right direction. Yes. More water. It actually helps you not have to retain water weight because a lot of, especially women, retain water like crazy with all of the processed foods and over sodiumized. That sounded like sodomized. Overly sodium, the over amount. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. Excess sodium. See, I'm smart. I know words. Yeah, with all these sodium and processed foods, we retain water like crazy, men, women alike, but especially women. Holy goodness. Okay. Yeah, less salt will be good too. Less salt, more water. All right. So Jay Lynn, I hope you're still here. Maybe I hope I didn't. Oh no, you have your question posted. Look at you. I'm just slacking on the job. Okay, so Jay Lynn says, I currently have a temp job. However, I am looking for something stable. Can you tell me when I will find something permanent? Okay, Spirit's always funny. They like to laugh in my face. Remember, any time frame given on my channel, I like to say time is like a rubber band. Actions we take or don't take, stretch that time rubber band. So if you know all the steps to take, but then you don't take them, that timeline's going to shift. So this is based on current energies and any actions that we kind of come across in the reading. Okay, so for Jaylyn, let's find out something more permanent will come along for Jaylyn. Spirit, can you give us a time frame? Otherwise, if they don't want to give us a time frame, I will roll the astro dice. That one flew right out. Yeah, there is something better for you than those temp jobs. So there will be something permanent for you coming up very soon. Let's see if they'll tell us when. I definitely see it this year. Absolutely in 2021, for sure. Hands down, no doubt about it. Yeah, have that trust, have that faith, but also taking action by putting your applications out there, getting your, putting the intention out to the universe. You want something more permanent, which I'm sure you've already done. Lori says, love that message about weight. I'm 62 and I think I have to weigh what I did. Oh, you think you have to weigh what you did in your 30s. Not going to happen. Yeah, that's tough. But here we've got trust in if you believe. So taking the action steps that are needed to get a different job, a more permanent job, will help you a lot. Let's find out if we can get a time frame. Again, remember, rubber band. Time is a rubber band. So we've got a 3. So that could technically be this month of March. We are the 3rd month. Could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months from now. I definitely don't see it being as long as 3 years from now. So it's probably going to be either this month, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months from now, you're going to have something more permanent, depending on actions you take. Let's see if we can get some guidance on what you can do to bring a more permanent position into your life sooner rather than later. Jay Lynn. Okay, so there may be some personal issues going on in your life that once that personal issue resolves, which it's coming up very soon for you, once that personal issue resolves, you're gonna be, it's like you're filling up that energy to actually put that out there for something to come into your life as far as a new job. So whatever's going on in your life, this says here full moon in Cancer. So this could be a personal issue you're having with a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, or wherever Cancer is in your chart. That could be the house that whatever's going on in your life, this personal issue is involving something in that house. Or if you yourself are a Cancer, this could just be something going on with you, your mental health, something like that. But it's reaching a resolution. So you're having a happy outcome from whatever this thing is. Usually only happens when I start exercise routine. So few and far between, but it's so odd. Oh, chug water like you've been in the desert. I get so thirsty at night. I don't know what it is. I can try. Oh, your sign is Cancer. I had a feeling. That's why I had to say it. Yeah, so this could just be something going on with your own mental health, or you clearing some negativity from the past, clearing limiting belief systems, something like that, that's really helping you figure out, okay, what next? Yeah, I chug water at night. Like, I filled this thing before we started little hour and 6 minutes ago. I filled this and was ready to go, and I've already drank that much. Like, every night I could drink water all day long like it's going out of style, but come nighttime, it's like I've been in the desert all day. I do that for sure. Yeah. All right, what else for Jay Lynn? Anything else? Any advice about getting a more permanent position? Holy cow, that one flew. End of a tough cycle approaches. Absolutely. Personal issue is reaching resolution as the end of a tough cycle approaches. And we've also got Capricorn energy here, which is directly opposite Cancer. So whatever is going on in your chart directly opposite in Cancer or in Capricorn, which currently we do have Saturn and Jupiter in Capricorn per Vedic astrology. I think they're in Aquarius in Western astrology. So take it as it resonates for you and your life. But there are you're leaving a lot of stuff behind that is just not serving you anymore, and you're on to bigger and better things, my dear. Like, so much better suited for your new energy is what I'm seeing. I just want to grab one more from this deck here. Jay Lynn, getting a more permanent position very soon. Got that one and this one. Wow, so I don't know if you've been looking to change residences, but that energy could be very supportive if that's what you're wanting to do. Moving is a step in the right direction for you, but I could also interpret this as moving to a new job. You can interpret it as resonates for your situation. One more drink, sorry. Okay, so it says here, easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. So like I said, taking those actions to try to find this job, letting Spirit know you're ready for something more permanent, and asking Spirit to help you open the right doors at the right time, because everything that is meant for us, wild horses couldn't drag it away. I always say that. Anything that's meant for us will appear right on time, and we won't even stress. A lot of times, I'll just make a personal example, but when I was applying for the major that I had in college, I did a 2-year program, and then I went into a bachelor's program. I got a business degree with a 2-year program, and then went into bachelor's. I was thinking I was going to do some sort of video production journalism, and then I turned, because they didn't have the media arts, major. They just had a media arts minor, and I wanted to major in media arts, but they didn't have it. But then they said, well, we're having it, and this will be the first year. We're only taking 16 people. But 116 people applied to get into the program, and they were only taking 16. And I don't know that I knew I was getting the position into the media arts program, but I wasn't at all worried about it. And normally something like that would have stressed me out. I'd worried about it. But it's almost like Spirit, like I just somehow knew, like not even to think about it, which sounds so weird because a lot of stuff in my life, I just ruminate on it and I can't stop thinking about it. But I don't know. I don't think I sat there and like, yeah, I know I got the position or the spot on the team, so to speak, but I wasn't at all stressed about it. And when they posted the list, I went on, saw my name, was like, cool. Like, I wasn't even excited. I was just like, okay, cool. Now I know what I'm doing next semester. But that's how this feels for me with you getting this position. Like, you're not even going to stress about it. You're just like, oh, yeah, I put my application in over there. Cool. And then you get the job, and you'll probably be really excited. I do see you being very excited about it. But yeah, not stressing about it really does help. It does help our mind state, and it just helps put us in a higher vibration, which is hard to say because when you're stressing about something, telling you not to stress about it is like the exact opposite effect. You're going to stress even harder. Been there, totally. All right, so I hope that resonated and brought you some guidance. All right. So up next, I think, is Get to Leka Ray. If I'm not mistaken, I could be, though. No, Jamie Lynn, then Get to Leka Ray, then Liz Lavender. All right. All right. Now I won't forget. Jamie Lee. Did I call you Jamie Lynn? Because we were doing Jane Lynn's question, and then Jamie. So if I did, I apologize. Jamie Lee. Amanda, may I ask when Kenneth is going to reach out and start communicating back again? I've always been told he will, and I shouldn't put too much energy into expecting for the outcome. But I try to pull back and still can't. Oh, Luna already has the list, and here I thought I was being cool putting the list. But I try to pull back and still can't stop thinking about him. I'm really not sure what to do anymore when it comes to him. Okay. For Kenneth. All right. So when is he going to reach out again? Let's just see. Because I think I've told you that I do feel he's going to. We just got here, look for a sign. But let's just see what else. When he will be reached back out. One more fell out. Remain positive. Yay. I think we've already kind of touched base with these exact kind of, maybe not these exact cards, but kind of this very similar message about looking for a sign, remaining positive, kind of leaving the ball in his court. Yes, Amanda. Whoa. There's another one. There's something better is what's showing up. And I don't know. It's like they're showing me that by the time Kenneth reaches out, there might actually be someone else new on your horizon. Oh, we've got another donation coming in from Lori. So if we can add Lori to the list, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Not to say that once he finally reaches out that you won't be excited and be like, yeah, sure. But there might be someone you start seeing between now and then. And you could even start falling for this person for all we know. Let's just see. Let's do the Astro Dice first. Tap into the timeline. Let's just ask the Pendulum first if this will be this year. Ball is in his court and I get stressed. Yeah, it's tough. When we're out of control of the situation, it can be very tough. Okay, so show us yes, show us no. Okay, so for Kenneth, will he be reaching out in 2021? It's slowly going back to yes. Okay, now it's a much stronger yes. So I think he will be reaching out this year, but let's see if we can narrow in. Remember, time is a rubber band depending. This is just current energy we're tapping into. Actions he takes moving forward or doesn't take moving forward might stretch this rubber band in or out. Let's just see with the Astro Die any time frame we can tap into for Kenneth. So we've got 7. So 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. But if it's happening this year, yeah, that's still 7 months from now. I guess that could still happen this year. Or the 7th month of July, which I just heard ding, 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 we have a winner. You may not hear from him till July. That's a really long time, though, when you're hoping to hear from someone every day. That might be a ways out. So Spirit's really showing me you just kind of doing your thing, leveling yourself up, just becoming your best version of yourself. And again, trying to tell you, oh, don't worry about what he's doing. That's hard to do. But just trying to just worry about what you've got going on and how awesome you are, that'll really help you. And then once you kind of feel in the groove of things, like, okay, I'm feeling myself, this is cool. Maybe you decide to go out with friends or you're just out somewhere and you might actually run into someone who's not Kenneth, but someone else, and you're kind of vibing with them. Or maybe a friend of yours introduces you to somebody. I mean, it could be a plethora of different ways. Spirit's just kind of more giving me examples than rather like, this is how it's going to be. Because Spirit doesn't really want you to know how it's going to be, because it's going to be something totally out of left field, totally a surprise for you. But let's just see for Kenneth, anything going on with him, anything that Spirit can show us about that connection with you and him. Okay, wow. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Why you're so, sorry, I had a little, like, in my throat. So it makes sense to me why you can't stop thinking about him. This is a soulmate connection. I can't remember if we've established that yet or not, Jamie Lee. But your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So just like emphasizing in your mind and having that positivity, remember, remaining positive, that you will be able to reunite, keeping that at the forefront of your mind will really help you kind of bring it more toward you. Of course, we can't control other people's actions, but we can control what we do. But this, I think, is a very apt card for you to get. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So maybe that's 7, maybe that's July. Maybe there's a lot. I think we might have tapped into Kenneth's energy where he had a lot of personal stuff going on, maybe even with his family. I think that's who we were talking. Whoa, major left ear ringing. Holy goodness. Woo. Maybe that's the sign you're looking for, is you will actually hear something, like clairaudience. That was really loud. Like, it took over for a hot minute. I kind of lost my train of thought. Back on subject. Thanks, Spirit. The divine timing is at work. There's stuff he's dealing with or going through currently that you may not even know about, or if you do know about it, you might think, well, what's taking you so long? He's healing from something. I really do see. Let's just see if there's anything he could tell you right now. What would it be? Kenneth to Jamie Lee. These are so hard to shuffle. All right. Anything from Kenneth to Jamie Lee. What would he say if he could? Whoa, there it is. There is a new beginning on the horizon. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Pairing that up with worth waiting for. I think you're going to be hearing from him by summertime or in the summertime. Probably no later than that 7th month of July. I know, again, that's very, very far from now. But on the back of the deck, we've got reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Look for a sign. Remain positive. All of these things combined together are going to hopefully bring the two of you back together. I don't see that he's okay, Spirit's showing me yes, maybe he hasn't reached out, but it's not because he wants to torture you or torment you in any way. It feels to me like he's just going through so much stuff. He doesn't want to drag you into it. Maybe he's still a little hurt about something that happened between the two of you, or feels guilty about hurting you in some way. I think it's a whole ball of wax. I think there's just a lot going on with this connection that maybe it's just too difficult for him to just say, I'm going to dive in and face it. He's still just kind of spinning his wheels about it and maybe trying to figure out what to do next. But I hope that brought you a little bit of clarity and guidance. Maybe just definitely making sure you're just living your best life for you as often as you can these days, and it'll be great. Just working on you is always a good idea for sure. Makes sense. My birthday is in August, so he might reach out before that. Absolutely. Hurting me on purpose little time. Yeah. So that whole there's something better card, again, that might be you meeting someone new before August and just kind of deciding to go a different direction. But he is a soulmate. Not all the time do we have to stay with a soulmate forever. Again, that's your prerogative. But on the back of the deck, as I put everything away, we've got healing family issues. And I can't remember if we got this for him before. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So he might be going through some stuff with his parents. I'm not sure really what that's about. Something with his parents. Maybe even his parents involved in his relationships. Or I don't know. I will stay positive, and you're so welcome. Yeah, hopefully when you guys do reconnect, he won't be that way. Maybe he's just doing that healing so he knows next time not to treat you that way. So I hope that resonated, and get to like Array, you are next, and then Liz Lavender, and then Lori, and then I got another donation From Medji, and I can't remember your name here in the chat. I should know these things. Medji, Medji. I can't remember your username on here though. Medjalone is the name over here, but I don't want to say the last name because I know you go by something else here in the chat. So Medji, there you are, lovely Medji. That's right. That's right. Hi. We will get you on the list, Medji. Thanks for letting us know. Okay. So get to Lecker Ray. Your question is up, my dear, and then Liz Lavender, and then Lori, and then lovely Medji. We'll take another drink of water. Guys, I got to meet my niece finally today. My brother has to work in another town for a couple days, so he had to drive through my town, and I got to meet the little baby. She was born December 30th, 2020. We get a picture real quick. She's so cute. She's such a doll, little Avery. Let me get to it. Let me zoom in a bit. Don't come up. Okay. There's us earlier today. We were in a big mud puddle, but there's me and the boys and little Avery. She's so cute. So, so sweet. All she does is smile. And she's not even that old. Like let's see. She'll be, so she was born December. So basically the beginning of the year, last 2 days before the end of last year. See, I get tired and then I can't like put words together and make sentences or anything. But yeah, she's basically 2 full months old and then a couple days added to that. So 2 months and certain days old. But she's already so smiley and has been since like a month old. Like all the pictures that get sent to me, I have better pictures of her. I just want to show you guys real quick, and then we'll get into get to like us question. Let's see. Go to the right conversation here. She is just the cutest little doll, though. Let's see if I can find it. The exact picture I'm thinking of. If I can find it. We send lots of pictures and stuff, so it was Valentine's Day. So that was a while back, but it was just the cutest picture. So I haven't seen Get to Like Us question yet, so we're killing time for a minute. As I scroll. We talk too much, apparently. Alright, that was February 21st, so I gotta scroll back even more. Even back. Okay. Well, here's a cute one, so I'll just show you that one real quick. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. And that was in February 17th. Okay, we're getting closer to Valentine's Day. It was before Valentine's Day he actually sent it, though. If I can find it, maybe it was a different conversation. Or maybe it was on Facebook. I don't remember. I'm just wasting everybody's time. We don't want to see your family photos. But they sent a bunch to yesterday, too. She's just such a doll. So freaking smiley, though. Look at her. She's so cute. And her and I have the exact same moon sign, and it's only like 2 degrees difference. So both Purnavasu moons, Purnavasu Nakshatra, Gemini moons. All right. So I'm not seeing Get to Like a Ray's question. Maybe I'm going to have to go over to this because I haven't seen the chat move at all. Maybe you guys abandon me like, we're not here to look at your family photos. Let me go into my other. Okay, I'm live over here. Hey, I see myself looking at my phone. No, the chat hasn't moved, so maybe I'm going crazy here. Maybe Facebook's haunted. YouTube's haunted tonight. So Get to Like a Ray. Go ahead and post your question, and then we've got Liz Lavender, Lori, lovely Medji. And thanks, Burma. I think she's adorable too. Yeah, she is such a smiley little girl. So cute. I'm not seeing any activity here. Oh, there we are. How to fall out with my manager on March 1st. Oh no. Clocked out for a little. No worry, no worry. I knew what you meant when you said Sienna. I'm like, sirens? Sirens going off like crazy here. Oh my gosh. What's going on over there? All right. So, too much responsibility on you at work now. Okay. So are you asking about work, like with this fallout and the new responsibility, or is that your question, or did you have a different question to add to that? Just let me know exactly what your question is, and we'll get into it. And then after Get to Like a Ray, we've got Liz Lavender, and then Lori, then Lovely Meggie. That's a lot of L's all in a row. All right. Yeah, challenge situation. Will I succeed? Yes. Okay, here we go. So let's see. I'm handling the responsibilities. Okay, so these responsibility at work. Wow, already good card coming out. So I think you're going to be able to figure this out. Okay, so it says here igniting courage. So this really did activate something with your solar plexus chakra, having to step into more responsibility. You have to kind of wear a new hat, something with more responsibility. So you're stepping into that courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. So the strength is really standing out. Strength and courage are signs I associate with the sign of Leo, the lion. So wherever Leo falls in your chart, if you have any prominent placements or planets within Leo, this is going to be a place you can draw on for that inner strength to really support you through these changes you're making. Let's see, soaring into joy. So childlike wonder fills my life. So I think actually as a result of you getting more responsibility, it might be rough for a little while, getting your bearings, trying to figure out what's going on. But as you get into the swing of this new job, these new requirements and responsibilities, you're going to start really enjoying the process and really enjoying, okay, Sun's Leo. That's just drawing on your soul, your higher self, because in Vedic astrology, the sun represents the Atma, the soul of the chart. So wherever your sun is in the chart, that is your soul and where you're really leveling yourself up. So I'm not sure if you know what house your sun is in, but drawing on your sense of self from that higher self perspective is really going to help you with this. And especially when you're not at work, making sure that you're doing things at home that you're enjoying, doing the self-care, that's really going to help you be able to fulfill these responsibilities in the meantime. Love you all. Good night to you too, Asia. Have a beautiful night and good dreams. Let's see. Where do I want to go next? Let's go to the mermaids and dolphins. Such a random deck for that, but we will get into this. Get to Like a Ray, these new responsibilities, anything she needs to know. 3 that want to come out. Yeah. Okay, so you might get the help of someone at work that's going to be very helpful for you. Kind of, I don't know if I'd call them an assistant. They don't feel like an assistant per se, but there's somebody who is like, oh, you need that done? I'm on it. Like, they're very helpful. You may even be in charge of this person. Again, I don't see them like as your actual assistant, but they are very good at assisting you to get things done. Someone wants to help you. Think of who that might be and initiate contact. But I think you're just going to be really overwhelmed at some point at work, and someone's going to step in and say, oh, let me take that. I got that. I can easily do that. And you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. But you have here also protection. You, your loved ones, your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So you are safe through this transition. I think eventually you'll be able to see more money, more abundance coming in as a result of your increase in responsibility. If you haven't gotten a pay raise as a result yet, it's coming. It's on the way. But you also have a Make-A-Wish card here. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. And I think this pairs really beautifully with soaring into joy. So maybe taking a little bit of a mini life review about your career. If this is something you want to do long term, I think you're very guided and protected to be able to really create a stable foundation in this new job or this new responsibility that you're getting at this job. But if eventually you're wanting to do something different and make a move somewhere else, you're also very supported in doing that. This is all about following your heart, what makes your heart soar and sing with joy while you're at work. Is it staying here and feeling stressed out? That might just last for a little while till you kind of get your bearings in this new job role. But it actually might be something that you learn eventually that you want to do something else. This might be an actual wish come true that you're realizing, okay, maybe I'm meant to be doing something else. However it resonates for you, because I can actually see you really fitting into this role of this increased responsibility and really succeeding and loving it, and really having some helpful people and really great coworkers that have your back. People who, it's like you work together as such a beautiful team that no one feels like they're doing more work, no one feels left out. It feels very like a good relationship dynamic with a lot of the people you're working with. So I hope that helped you even a little. I want to actually grab a couple more cards though. Directing me over here to Archangel Michael deck and the Moonology Gitaleka. So this, will she be successful with this increase in responsibility? Bring love into the situation. Yeah. And this just could be, just loving yourself, being easy on yourself and others as you make this transition into more responsibility, because a lot of times with more pressure, more responsibility comes more stress and all of that. I don't put pressure on the team and maintain friendly environments with the team. Yeah. And I think they're going to see that you're under a lot of pressure, and they probably will be the ones, or especially one specific person. I do feel it's a female. She's going to really step up and just want to really lighten the load for you and really help you out. And it's not like she's trying to get accolades or anything like that. She just legitimately really likes you and wants to help you out because she doesn't like to see you stressed out. So she's actually a really good friend type of person as well. But bringing love into the situation is really going to help you. Not feeling stressed out. I know it's hard when you're learning new things, taking on more responsibility. To not be stressed is hard. I think you're going to get through it pretty quickly though. The transition from where you were to where you're at now and where you want to be is going to be a very quick move. I just saw the 8 of Wands energy. But pay attention to your dreams. You may be getting downloads or information in your dreams about ways you can improve the flow of work, the dynamic, and just the way things are going. It feels like a more fifth dimensional way you guys are operating at work to really help co-create something really beautiful and really all help each other out. Get one more from Archangel Michael before we close out. 2 more actually. Energy healing, work, and new beginnings and a fresh start. This is really what I see. You're going to either come to realize you love this job so much and it feels like a whole new fresh start, new beginning for you, or because Spirit's showing me 2 very distinct paths, depending on how you can really temper the environment where you're at, or you may decide to go to a different job, or maybe you're offered a different job. I don't know how big the company you're working at is, but this could even be in a new department within your company, or kind of like a sister company, or kind of where you're doing the same thing, but it might be in a different company, something like that. That's what Spirit's kind of showing me. But with this energy work, this is just showing that you maintain that kind of self-care, spiritual practice on the side. When you're not at work, make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're checking in with your spirituality, you're doing your meditation, anything you do for your spiritual practice. And the self-care is going to be really important as well. I hope that resonated for you. Multinational company. Yeah, so you've got a lot of wiggle room there. You've got a lot of different departments you could probably transfer or go to. But I see this kind of being the beginning of something really beautiful for you, because you're really going to be able to prove yourself at work and really show your worth as an employee to your employers or the people who are in charge of you, to where you really get their attention and they want to give you more money and maybe even more responsibility. But to me, it doesn't feel like more responsibility as in really stressful. It feels like just different responsibility that has more of a, what's the word? Man, it's late, so I can't think. But it's not like you have more responsibility, but the responsibility you have, it's almost like you're in charge of either driving like a little, really cheap car or like a luxury car. It's like if you wreck that cheap car, ain't no thing, doesn't matter. But if you wreck that luxury car, like devastation, this is so much money. You know what I mean? What am I trying to say? I think you guys know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it. It's like the responsibility you have has more weight, or I don't know. I can't word tonight, guys. My mind is like fried. Yeah, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. Not that you have more responsibilities, like you're busier, but it's just the responsibility that's in your hands is more precarious. And anyone want to help me out with words? Can't think of the word I'm actually seeking. It's gonna bother me all night until I think of it. There's a specific word for what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh, you guys get to witness this. Yeah, Woo Woo Wednesday taking over. Absolutely. Oh man. All right, but I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Liz Lavender, you are next. Awesome. You are here. Cool. All right, so Liz, go ahead and post your question. And then we've got Lori and then lovely Meji. And I think that might be all I have time for. I think me forgetting like simple words is kind of an indicator that it's probably time for bed. Very soon for me. Yes, you do. Cool. Well, I hope that resonated. And thanks again for your lovely donation, Get to Ray. Always a pleasure to see you here. All right, can I get a general guidance, please, or anything that my spirit guides want me to hear right now? It's been harder to keep a higher vibration lately. Girl, you and me both. Yes, it has been harder to not get triggered by things people are doing or saying or not doing or not saying, and it's a whole thing. I've learned a lot, though, these last couple of weeks, and yeah, big time for shadow work and healing. I will agree 158% and 158% exactly. Okay. Liz Lavender, any guidance, anything that needs to come through? All right, wow. Yeah, body and soul. Okay, so I think the reason you felt so heavy, lots of shadow work, lots of healing coming up, is because you are ready to level up to that next level. Body and soul, to me, this is like you've had a lot of trouble lately balancing out kind of your spirituality and the mundane kind of 3D world, kind of taking care of your body and like all the mundane tasks that, you know, adulting 101. But you're balancing that out. You've got a 5 here. So there are changes coming to your mind and body connection. You may be changing up your diet, your exercise, getting more active, or just wanting to clear clutter in your life. I see that as a pretty big theme for all of us. And that's something I've kind of been working on very slowly over this last week or two. But you're really, as you kind of clean up around you, clean up this outer environment, you'll notice that the internal environment starts clearing, and vice versa. When you want to clear the internal, it gives you this passion or drive to start clearing the external excess and clutter and just, really cleaning things up is really what I see. But big changes are coming in that mind-body connection for you. We've got here also in perfect harmony with the number 11. That is that awakening number. So you really are coming into this sense of really bringing more of that higher self online there. You're not sitting there struggling so much coming up. I think most of the struggle is behind you. Again, things are cyclical. So, it's not like, oh, you've overcome all the struggles you'll ever have to deal with in your whole life. I don't think it works like that. But at least for the time being, it's like that wheel energy of the tarot is finally kind of coming back up to luck for you. Time is on your side. Luck is on your side is what I just heard. Things are really lining up for you to where you're coming into this time where things are going to really flow effortlessly, or it seems effortlessly, but this is actually as a result of a lot of hard work, a lot of healing and clearing that you've done recently and in the past. That's coming here for you to have a new beginning in that beautiful, all these different areas of life. But to me, this feels like really relationship oriented. If you don't have someone in your life, you keep getting the wheel and tarot. Okay, this just could be like a validation for you that yes, you're on the right track. Keep going. Now I'm getting chills on my crown. There might be a specific person in your life that you've had some quarrels with, or just really wish you could get back into contact or have a better relationship with. And I think something that you're going to be doing very soon is really going to pay off. A gesture you make toward this person or just a heart-to-heart conversation you have is really going to bring you guys back into alignment. And that just could be as a result of you doing that shadow work and healing. After that time period's over, you level up. It's like you beat the level. You beat the bad guy at the end of that level and you're on the next level. But a lot of times when we level up, people in our lives have not done that. So it's kind of hard to get on the same wavelength again. But a lot of times your new vibration, your new higher vibration will start triggering them to level up as well. And then they come up and then you can be in harmony again. So then we have endless possibilities. Another 11. 3 plus 8 is 11 as well. So you've got 11, 11 here. You might be seeing a lot of 11s. 11, 11 on the clock. The number 5, 5, 5, 5, 55. Lots of good symbology and numerology here for you. But 11, that is that awakening code. You're just leveling up. Like, I just keep hearing leveling up, leveling up. Not on good terms with your sister. Yeah, it did feel like a very feminine energy. I should have let you know that. I think it was because I was drawn to the pink rose petals here, and I just interpreted that as more feminine. But it could just be that you really are trying to work something out with her, or maybe she's reaching out to you first to try to work something out. Let's tap into the tarot just to see something going on in that relationship, or just anything at all that Spirit wants you to know right now. There's Lavender. Yeah, 4 of Cups. So this is just you. This to me feels like where you're at right now, but you're moving out of this because, you know, it's normally that regular Rider-Waite depiction is the 4 of Cups are there, and it's just kind of focused on those 3 cups you already have. You're just kind of like, yeah, kind of over it, don't really care. But what that person doesn't see normally in that Rider-Waite depiction is that cloud trying to offer that Ace of Cups to you. So the Ace of Cups is a new beginning in relationships. It doesn't always have to be romantic, although it can be. So whether you're in a relationship or you're single, there may be, if you're in a relationship, a new romantic cycle coming for you, something more exciting and beautiful. If you're single, that could just be someone new coming in to offer you love and emotional support. On the back of the deck, we've got 3 of Cups energy. So this is the sisterhood card, if I ever did see one. Look at that. So you may be coming into a place or a time where you can actually get together with your sister and have a good heart-to-heart conversation where you feel more connected to her now more than ever. I see by June, going into July, there might be an opportunity. I don't know if you guys ever travel together, or if you live apart, maybe one or the other of you is traveling to where the other one is, something like that. But you're going to have like a really strong time to bond. Like, it's going to be a time where you can really reconnect with her and kind of see where each other is at. It'll be good for your relationship. So I hope that resonated for you, Liz, and thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. It's stuck on your tongue now too. I missed that. Yeah, man, I still can't think of that word. I don't know. All right, Lori, you're so welcome, Liz Lavender. Lori, you're next, and then we've got lovely Meggie, and then I think I'll do a collective read for all of us before I go. But I hope that resonated for you, Liz. Okay. So, Lori, you are next, my dear. I'm going to take another drink. All right. I'm not sure if Lori's lagging behind. She was earlier. I don't know why that is. It's like you're watching something live, and you're live with it. Somehow, some way, you start lagging behind, and you look down, whether you're on your phone or computer, and you see there's a little bit of gray at the end. It's like, no, I should be all the way over the slider. I guess it's this way on your guys' end. Resonated a lot. I also keep seeing a lot of angel numbers. Yeah, that's just the indication you're leveling up, you're on the right path, and to keep going. But when you see those specific angel numbers, you can always look up what they mean. Angel number 1111, angel number 555, angel number 6832, whatever it is you keep seeing, look those things up, because Spirit really, if you guys just understood, like, you could just spend all day just going after the breadcrumbs of clues that Spirit leaves us, but they love to communicate through numbers, for sure. Okay. Yeah, the connection isn't great tonight. I mean, it looks great on my end, but at times I will replay these and see there's lots of jumps and pauses and weird stuff going on. Also keep seeing angel numbers. Okay, you said that. I read the video title wrong. Seal caught in a bundle of lies. What is the universe trying to tell me? I did see that seal caught in a bundle of lines, wasn't it? I did see that, because that was the Namibia. Nambia. I can't even talk tonight. That animal rescue that you showed me. I did see that in my timeline today. Young seal. I think it said young seal caught in a bundle of lines. Maybe. All right, Lori. Hopefully you can hear and see us, and we can get into your question. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't know about you guys, but and it's funny, not funny really, but like I felt bad because I wasn't even communicating with really anybody online because I would type, nothing registers. Like neither of my thumbs. Normally it's my left thumb, like it won't register like 2/3 of the time, unless I'm really pushing down. Even pushing down, my phone was just like, "Hey, you don't exist. I'm not gonna interpret what you're trying to say." So for like 3 days straight, I would try to text someone something or write something out on my phone to Google something, and nothing would happen. Like my fingers are flying, but nothing's happening. I'm like, I swear I exist. So weird. I don't know if you guys have had weird stuff like that. Oh my gosh, yes, since the full moon. But for 3 days solid, it was just like day after day. I just couldn't, no matter what I did. So I'm like, I guess I'll use the computer. So crazy. Oh, coronal holes, the energy goes crazy. That is true. Lots of solar flares, lots of solar flashes. The Schumann resonance, when it pops off, sometimes things can get wonky as well. But it's funny when the Schumann resonance goes way up, like I get loopy and excited and I love things. Once in a great while, it'll kind of put me on my butt and I'll be like, I have vertigo, I'm dizzy, I need to relax. But I've had a lot of headaches lately too. I'd say out of the last 2 weeks, I've only had maybe 3 days where I didn't have a headache all day long. But I think a lot of that is that solar activity we've got going on. Lori says, I keep thinking that I'm out of the dark night and then it hits again. Do you see me out now or not yet? Help. Oh my gosh, Lori, you've been dealing with this for a long time. My dark night of the soul lasted 2 years. One of them, one of many. I have many dark nights here and there still. So yeah, it can get to be a whole thing. Let's see for Lori. Dark night. Is Lori about out of this dark night? What do we see for Lori in this dark night? Wow, lots is coming out. Lots is coming out. Okay, luck is on your side. So I think you're at least over the hump of the main part of this dark night. At the very least, that light, like I'm really directed here, like this is a tunnel and that's the light at the end of it. It's like you're here. Look at that. There's even like a little dot indicating where Lori is on this journey. So yeah, as far as this whole long trail of dark night of the soul, let's put it on a timeline here. Maybe this way. Past into the future. You're here. So there's still ways to go. I see. I know I told you before. I think you're almost out. I think this is the thing though. Even when you're in the dark night of the soul, you can still have ebbs and flows of really great days, and then the next day is like a low, like kind of like that. But I do see more good days than bad days on the horizon for you, for sure, as you work your way through the rest of what's going on there. Be bold and make the first move. So anything you're wanting to do, you're thinking, oh, well, I can't do that because I'm depressed. I can't do that because I'm tired. I can't do that. Just do it. Spirit's saying just do it. Whatever it is you're guided to do, your intuition's telling you to do, just do it. Make a move. Make a move in the direction of a higher vibrational life is really what they're showing me with that. Then we have here with the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. So there may be some fears coming up. And I think for you, Lori, you're lagging. Yeah. That tends to happen. Lori, what I'm seeing with this fears, this is nothing you're actually fearing like in your life. To me, this feels like just decisions your children are making, things that are going on in your children's lives. Working through the fears, because I think your greatest fear is anything bad to happen to your children. And I really do want to say, I feel like everyone's safe, everyone's protected, everyone's guided. There just may be some things to go that you're dealing with, like on a karmic level, where you're feeling these very, like in your mind, they're very rational fears, but there's really nothing to fear with your children, with relationships, with job security, with your husband, just things that we all worry about, stress about. Work through those fears. The more we face these skeletons we all like to jam back in our closets, it's time for all of us to pull those skeletons out, face them, look them in the eye holes, and just work down the line of skeletons and try to figure out, what is this trying to teach me? What do I need to know from this? But meditation will be a way that you can really feel kind of an oasis in the desert or calm within the storm of dark night of the soul. Meditation will bring you answers. It'll be something that'll really help you. Even if you have a hard time meditating, trying to calm your mind down, do a guided meditation then. I know a lot of times if I just try to sit in absolute silence, my mind is like, oh, I should have this for dinner. Oh, oh, did you see that cloud earlier? It looked like an elephant. Like, I mean, the randomest stuff will pop into my head that is not spirit. It's just ego. Like, I'm trying to distract you because meditation's going to help me and I don't want help. I just want to be in control, stuff like that. So sometimes putting on a guided meditation will actually help calm that monkey mind that we all tend to get. There are times, though, I go through this meditation practice where I'm really consistent with meditation, and that monkey mind it knows it's not going to win, so it starts to dissipate, starts to go away. But then when I fall out of my meditation practice, it comes right back forefront and center, just like that again. So meditation might really help you work through any fears or any past stuff coming up, any dark night of the soul related stuff. You're working your way through it, though. Don't let pride get in your way. That's that ego checking in, trying to tell you everything needs to be feared. We'll never get out of this dark night of the soul. You and me are in this forever. Telling that ego to take a hike, or at least to get in the back seat and put a pacifier in its mouth and tell it to be quiet for a while so you can drive and relax and enjoy the scenery on the trip of life, on the trip of this dark night of the soul. Tell that ego just to stuff it for a little while. It'll really help. However you want to tell that ego to take a step, you do that. But a win-win outcome is forecast. So you will be out of this. This is not your life forever, Lori. This is just a season you're going through, and we'll go through for a little while. I just saw July again. I don't know why I keep seeing July tonight, but there it is, July. Something significant is going to happen in July where you're really going to start seeing that you're on the other end of, or you're just be going about your day and be like, oh, I think I'm out of the dark night of the soul. Like, it'll just occur to you out of nowhere. You're not caught up yet. I will listen back if I have to. Thanks so much, Sarah. Oh, yeah, Lori's still catching up. But let's see. I'm going to go to numerology deck. I haven't used that one yet today for Lori. Anything else that Lori needs to know about this dark night of the soul? We've got here forgiveness. So that fear, that overcoming of fear just might be, I just heard something about your mom. There might be some healing or forgiveness to do with your mom. Things she's put you through in the past. I know we had talked about that at one point, but that might have been something you've really been thinking about a lot lately. With this 96, that adds up to a 15, which adds up to a 6. That is that motherly love, that unconditional love that a mother has for her child, that most mothers, not all, when that baby's born, it's like the mother, the everything going on with that mother is like, nothing will ever make me not love you the way I love you right now. That's a universal love. So tapping into that universal love might help you be able to forgive past things that your mother's done, past things that maybe you've done as a mother that you regret, that you beat yourself up about, however it resonates for you, Lori, but that mother energy really is coming in strong for you. Let's go to this one. Lori. Anything else Lori needs to know about this dark night of the soul? Any advice? Whoa. Yes, there is advice. We've got here, let go. So as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires, and you pair that up with work through your fears. Let go of the things that you feel you're in fear of or that are controlling your life. Just let go and surrendering to that. And that meditation is going to be a great way to let go and surrender. Maybe even looking up a surrender meditation, or letting go of the past meditation, or forgiveness meditation. Those might all be great ways you can release some of this stuff that just, because Spirit's showing me some of the stuff you've got going on, Lori, where you've got like this death grip on, okay, I need to help this person. I need to do this thing, whatever. By letting go, look what that does. That frees up your hands to receive something from Spirit, to receive more of your higher self. But a lot of times when we've got that death grip on something or trying to control a situation, we're not seeing how maybe there's another way we could do something better. You know what I mean? So, forever, I don't think my mom had that feeling. Yeah, poor Lunar Refresh. Absolutely. And it was really weird because that's the mother I thought of when I was saying, well, most moms anyway. Yeah. So I'm doing everything I can do. I also think I'm coming out. You are again right. Yes. And here we've got a business venture card. This just might be something you're going to be tapping into. This to me feels like something for you. This isn't something with your husband. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So I don't know if you have had ideas about starting something, and it doesn't have to actually be a business where you're making money. This could be a hobby, but it could be something you want to turn eventually into a business or something you can make money doing. It doesn't have to be like a full-time gig or anything like that, but this is something you're very excited and having a lot of fun with, whatever that means for you. And that could, if that doesn't resonate, Lori, that could just be something yet to happen. It might not even be on your radar yet, but as a result of getting out of that dark night of the soul, you're going to have this newfound passion for life. On the back of the deck, as I'm putting it away, we've got healing, healed, healer. So healing energy surrounds you and this situation. That's that dark night of the soul we're talking about. You've got healing energy surrounding you. You've got your guides, your angels, your dad, other crossover loved ones, really there supporting and helping you through this dark night. It's like you're not alone, even if you feel alone at times. You're never alone with spirit. They're always with you. And we have certain guardian angels and guides that are with us from the moment we leave the other side to come here. They're with us the entire time. They don't leave us alone for a second. Even when we're on the toilet, even when we're sleeping, even when we're eating Cheetos and we wish that we wouldn't eat Cheetos, like they're with us all the time. All the time. So I hope that resonated, Lori. Oh, that really helped. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's just that realization that yes, this is where I'm at right now, and it's not very fun, but this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna at least try to enjoy it a little bit if I can. So lovely Meggie, you are rounding us out for the rest of the live before we get into our collective reading for all of us. All right. Yes, sir. We are working hard on our new projects. Awesome. Yeah, I think we've all got a project or two in us that we could be working and should be working on. I'm calling myself out right now for sure. But Czar, John did tell me that I am doing Camp Nano, and I think I told you that. And you said, yeah, I'll do Camp Nano too. And not word counts. That is not where I'm at. I'm not writing much that's new, although I still need to write the full of that lake scene that I've been putting off. Cough, cough, writing. Yep. But I'm going to be doing at least an hour a day, which equals 30 hours in April. So whether I'm revising, planning, plotting, writing, I'm counting it toward my project. 1 hour per day. I can do it. I can put aside 1 hour per day for the month of April for Camp NaNoWriMo. I can do it, and I will do it. Because I think that's just all I need to get back on that horse. Because if I can just get through this lake scene, I'm ready and chugging and ready to go with the rest. But I don't want to skip it because I need to write it. I need to write it. It's so important. All that healing I did really put me in a place where I know now I can write it from a higher perspective than I could have before. And that's why I didn't write it until now. But I'm hearing now's the time. Get to it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. Oh, man. Hey, Ethan. How are you? Gotta get on that. This Sunday we can prep. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. I love that idea. We can prep. And we will hold ourselves to, we have to at least get some prep done. We have to. Oh, that'll be fun. I can't wait. All right, lovely Maggie posted the question. Love to know if I already met my twin flame or soulmate and just have more information about my love life, please. Awesome. All right, let's find out. And I would go out on a limb to say you have met at least a few soulmates because we don't just have one soulmate that is like a romantic partner and that's it. We incarnate with a lot of soul family members, people we may meet online, people we were in the same family with or friends with in school. We have soul family members sprinkled all over, which, we call those soulmates. So you could be a soulmate with your mom, your brother, your kids, your friend from high school. You can be soulmates with all sorts of people. Even people that you deem as enemies, they could actually be soul family members that incarnated to really help each other level up by hating each other so immensely. It doesn't always have to be love and light, rainbows and ponies. It can sometimes go the other way. So especially someone who you loathe with the bane of your existence, is like the bane of your existence, that person is probably a soulmate connection. And you guys signed up to treat each other horribly in this lifetime. I can almost guarantee it. Your Lily life is connected to that. I bet. Oh, wow. I bet so. when I was Lily on the Titanic. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Lovely Meggie. Has Lovely Meggie met a romantic, we'll put it in this vein, romantic soulmate or twin flame connection yet? Woo. Okay, we got 2 that came out. We have here, be assertive and trust, and you're ready. So if you have an intuition on the back of the deck, it says it's up to you. If you think you have met this person already, trust your own intuition on that because it won't steer you wrong. But I have a feeling that with this be assertive and you're ready card, that you're meeting someone new to you in this life. This is a past life connection. This is a soul family connection, soulmate energy. Somebody who you're going to be meeting by the end of 2022, not 2021, but 2022. You could meet them this year, but Spirit's kind of giving you a wide berth as far as when you might meet this person, depending on actions that haven't been taken yet, is really what I'm seeing. But by the end of 2022, you will be meeting a romantic soulmate, potential romantic soulmate for you. Let's see what we can gain, any knowledge about this person, anything they want to say to you. These are so hard to shuffle because they're just such weird shapes. Okay, maybe this way. Did we do it this way before? It seemed right. All right, anything Lovely Meggie needs to know about this soulmate or twin flame connection? Whoa, we got 2. Wow, look at this one that came out. Yepers. That soulmate I was really picking up on is on and popping. So your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will physically manifest. So yes, you already know this person on a soul level because you're soul family, you're soulmates. You guys go lifetime to lifetime together is really what I see. You have just not met them in this life yet, this specific person you're asking about. If you feel you have met this person already, this just could be 2 potential soulmates that I'm picking up on. Because I do feel you have someone who was a love interest at one point that is definitely a soulmate, soul family member. But that person may remain in your past as far as like love goes. They may not be a future romantic interest, if that makes sense. But this to me feels like a brand new person you have not yet met in this lifetime. But also you have here, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So especially if you've had a really hard time of life or been going through some turmoil, or when you do go through some pretty big stuff in life, that's going to be an indication to you that this person is right around the corner for you. A lot of times when we go through something really difficult, it's to kind of clear the deck, kind of clear our energy, to make room for someone new to come online. That's what they're showing me. So after, like, especially if you felt lately like things have just been really difficult in your life, that's actually a good sign that this person's right around the corner for you. Let's get some information about this person's personality. Anything that Spirit wants to reveal about who this soulmate is as a person. All right. Lovely Meggie, let us know about this future soulmate connection. Okay. Wow. Okay, so first off, we've got here the Knight of Cups, and this is that romantic knight, the one that wants to ride in on that knight with that knight in shining armor on the white horse that wants to sweep you off your feet and offer you something very emotionally fulfilling. This person probably is a romantic at heart, probably a water sign, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, prominent placements. Lots of planets in that house, or having that as the 7th house, having a Cancer 7th house, which would make them a Capricorn rising, Scorpio 7th house, which would make them a Taurus rising, or a Pisces 7th house, which would make them a Virgo rising. I know I'm throwing lots of signs out at you. No gang signs though. But then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this person is someone who will be very financially stable, wants to offer you financial stability, a life where you can grow like a legacy together. And there is that earth energy as well. So I'm really picking up on the, it's the Virgo Pisces, what do you call it, axis? See, I can think of words. Look at me go. So the Virgo Pisces axis is going to be a prominent axis in this person's birth chart. I think that's really what I'm seeing. I know all of the water and earth are the, from Scorpio, and then you got Earth, Taurus on the other side. I know all three kind of go like that. See, I can't word tonight, guys. I'm tired. I apologize. I think you know what I mean, though. But the Virgo Pisces one is really standing out. What I'm trying to say is Earth is always opposite of water, like that in the chart. With the 3 water signs, the 3 earth signs are always opposite each other, like that. I think you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let's get some from the archetype deck. Anything about this person's personality besides what we've already uncovered. Wow, the 3 of Swords just fell into my lap off the top of the deck. So I think this is someone who's currently going through a breakup. This is, to me, feels like her energy if it's off the top of the deck. And it just slid right off. The deck is sitting like this, and I accidentally, the wind or whatever of me shuffling, knocked it into my lap. So this person may be currently going through a breakup. Right now, as of March 3rd, 2021, this may be the energy this person is in currently. So you will meet them after that fact, obviously. And it's interesting that's the 3 of Swords on 3/3, March 3rd. So 333 might be a prominent number that you will see right before you meet this person, or you may just see a lot of 333s. This person might be a life path 33. That's standing out as well. Let's get some information about their personality for lovely Meji's future soulmate connection. We've got Gambler here. So it says the light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Yeah, and pairing that up with that Knight of Cups, that's a very intuitive knight as well. This person just follows their heart. They don't know a lot of times why they feel the way they feel. They just a lot of times know that it's right for them and that that's what they want to do is follow their heart, follow their dreams. On the back of the deck, we've got Gossip. So awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So I think this person really doesn't like to gossip. That's the vibe I'm getting. Maybe they had gossiped in the past or been gossiped about in the past, and it just led them down a dark road, and they just turned it around like, yeah, I'm not going to deal in these lower vibrational energies of everybody talking ish about other people when they don't know the whole story and, you know, all of that. It's just they don't want to do that. So they're a very upstanding person. If you tell them something, they're not going to go blab it to everybody else, is really what I'm seeing. So I hope that resonated for you, lovely Meji. Yeah, definitely before the end of 2022. Could be this year, though, if things line up correctly with that breakup going on. Who knows? They might try to get back together with this person or be hung up on this person for a little while, or maybe they are ready to say good riddance and I'm out. I'm not sure. I didn't really tap into that energy, but they are, I believe right now, currently going through a breakup or have just had their heart broken in some way. All right, so I hope that resonated for you, lovely Meji. Long distance for years before we finally got to live together. I know how painful that can be, but it's worth it, Ethan. There's a reason you were led to each other. Oh, I missed something. Let me scroll up. Didn't really want to date right now. Oh, wait, I'm behind still. Thank you. Really do love this guy I met online. After hearing him being a lifelong, long-term soulmate, I'm really happy. Generally, I didn't really want to date right now, but I wanted to focus on myself and love myself. However, this guy is the only person I would date right now. But due to long distance, I can't date him yet. However, I know our paths will cross in the future. That's beautiful, especially since I know for a fact he lives in the same state as me. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Hopefully you guys can get together when I just heard divine timing. Divine timing is at play, Ethan. So when you're ready, when things line up divinely, that's when you're ready. That's so cool. Okay, let's see. You're so welcome, lovely Meji. I want to do a collective reading for us. Get like 5 cards or so, just tapping into the current energy of all of us who are here right now or possibly watching the replay. What do we need to know? Any energies? I want to see what we need to know coming up the rest of March, because I did see this as a very exciting time. A lot of people awakening, a lot of corruption being revealed as well. I do still see that going on, but let's just see what that means for us who are listening in. Anything we need to know about the rest of this month? Yeah, we've got here detached. So we're learning not to involve ourselves in all the little dramas going on everywhere else. To me, this feels like just the release. And it's interesting too. I'm seeing like the outline of her cloak here as wintertime. It's like We're in the Western Hemisphere. We're about to step into spring this month. So this is a beautiful depiction of leaving winter behind, stepping into spring. Montana always laughs every time March 21st rolls around. Big belly laughs from Montana. A lot of times it's snowing in May. So you never know what you're going to get here in Montana. But other places you may be starting to see signs of spring. We've got the number 11 here, which is all about awakening. So there may be a lot of people also in your lives that are starting to wake up and detaching from their old ways, detaching from things that just aren't serving them anymore. And that 11 energy is that lighthouse energy I'm always talking about. So maybe you guys are going to be the one to really help somebody in your life because a lot of people are waking up right now. All right. Woo. We've also got heart chakra, which feels really good. This feels exactly the chakra I would say that we all need to really focus in on right now is that heart chakra. Number 4 is all about building a stable foundation, really examining things from the past and clearing out what's not serving us now in the future. But heart chakra is just having that open heart, doing any healing with the heart. And of course, the hands are the extension of the heart. So many of you may feel a lot of weird vibrations, tingling, numbness in your hands. Spirit's showing me. This is you leveling up that heart chakra. You're doing a lot of heart chakra meditations, listening to 528 hertz music associated with the heart chakra. You're activating the energy centers in your body. You pulled that earlier, Burma. Oh yeah, that's right. You do have this deck, don't you? Yeah, but this to me feels like we are leveling up on like a collective. But those that have already been on this spiritual path for a while are really leveling up, and even more of that energy from spirit, from beyond the veil, is going to be able to enter through that portal of our heart chakra to be able to, go off into the healing of our hands. That's what I'm trying to say. So those of you who are energy healers, those of you who are light workers or healers in general, just you being here is healing. So anyone who associates themselves with a higher dimensional frequency is a healer, a natural healer, because as spirit, we are in that 100% healed state. Nothing is out of alignment. Of course, when we're in a human body, things can go awry very easily and very quickly. But more of us, many of us, are bringing on more of that healing energy, and we're healing things without even trying. Like it's on and popping in the healing department for many of us. But that can also look like a lot of times that blocks and barriers we put around our heart, grief that we've suffered, that's coming up to be examined so that we can release that, so that we can allow more beautiful energy to enter the heart. Because when it's, got barbed wire around it and, walls up, nothing can, the light can still get in technically, yes, but the vibration of our body can't handle all that light because it's not ready for it. So when we start clearing it and healing and doing all that, then we get more of that heart chakra energy, that light, that healing coming online. Thank you, Amanda, for you sharing your gifts with us. Much love. Much love to you as well. Yeah, you guys need to go to heyhouse.com and sign up for their newsletter because at least 4 times, sometimes 5, 6 times a year, they'll have a big sale where they're 50% off all their decks. And I'll just turn you around and show you how many times I have partaken in the sales on Hay House. Let me just show you real quick. Okay, so we got level 1, level 2, level 3. Lots of decks going on there. So yeah, there's a lot of good sales, and I'm such a cheapskate that I don't like to pay full price for something unless I'm actually supporting a creator or someone who made something. Then I'm absolutely happy to pay full price. But when something's mass produced, I want to get it for as cheap as possible without buying knockoffs and stuff like that. But get yourselves in on that Hay House sale. Because boy, when they have those sales, I'll get like anywhere from 6 to 10 decks sometimes. Animal Spirit deck by Kim Kranz, but I will never buy her other decks. Oh no, I don't own any of her decks at all. But yeah, that is a cool deck. I've never really connected with her tarot deck. I think it's called the Wild Unknown. I know a lot of other tarot people use that deck and love it, but I never felt called to buy it. I'm sure if someone gifted it to me, I'd use it, but I never felt like, oh, I need to have that in my life. All right. We've got here Believe and Succeed. So this is that 6 of Swords. going away from something, going in a new direction, removing ourselves from that energy, detaching ourselves from that energy that's no longer serving us, moving into a new direction. And I also call this the internet card. The Six of Swords to me is like the epitome of internet. Connecting with others online is really going to be something that is very beneficial for a lot of people. But again, with all this heart chakra and healing coming online, making sure you're still taking that time for yourself, not spending so much time online because, like Lunar is taking a break here and there. I've kind of stepped away, not being online all the time so much because I wasn't feeling replenished between like sleep state and waking up again and just being online all the time. You pulled that one too. It's so funny. That is hilarious. But this is also saying I'm really picking up the fact that light workers, star seeds, however you want to associate, hanging out online is healing. We just putting our energy online is actually healing the collective in some way. What we say online, our loving words, quotes we're sharing, memes we're sharing that are uplifting and positive. These are all ways we can build this like healing wave all around the world without even having to leave our home. It's beautiful. Then on the back of the deck here, we've got share the love. Look at that. So beautiful. So we really are sharing. And that's so funny how I was talking about the hands, like the healing, heart chakra, and then we've got a hand right in the palm. This is just reiterating the fact that we really are leveling up, all of us that are healers or think we're healers or know we're healers. We're leveling up those hand chakras. So you can even do tapping, on your palms, activating that energy, rubbing your palms together, feeling that energy ball. These are just ways you can really feel that energy going on. But just taking care of your hands, for some of you, that might look like for me, one way I've started taking care of my hands, I didn't paint my nails. My nails were like yellow from all of I look like a smoker. Like my grandma, she always have yellow nails from smoking, but just from all the different nail polishes I use, and I don't know where to get like non-toxic or, something that's not bad for you kind of nail polish. So I just decided I'm going to take a break on the nail polish for a while, show my hands some little self-love, maybe putting hand cream on or rubbing essential oils. I love to put a couple drops of eucalyptus, and then it's like one of my favorite things to do every day. I love that. But just taking care of your hands, not working so much with your hands on things that are not serving you. That might resonate for somebody. I'm only online on your video comments, Amanda. I feel so guilty, but it feels good to check out. It does. It really does. And I need to do more of that. I've done a little bit of that since that big healing I did after that big emotional purge that I had on I think it was the 17th of February. But since that day, or leading up to that day, I've known the writing's been on the wall for me to just step away, not being online so much. Oh, we've got Sandy donating over on PayPal. So I will take your question too, Sandy. I just want to grab, I said I was going to grab about 5. We got 4. I'm going to get a Believe in Your Own Magic card. Anything we can do to tap into that inner awesomeness, let us know about it right now, Spirit. Whoa, that's too many. But one did land face down right here on top of this, so we'll take that one. So we've got, of course. I'm talking about hands and activation of light in hands and heart chakra energy in hands, and we get the bitch fire card, of course. Stand your ground. There's that lighthouse energy we're always talking about, and I know it's a 16. I don't even know why I looked, because that adds up to a 7. It's a very spiritual number. So really, we really are standing our ground this month. Rest of this month of March, shining our light, not allowing others to speak for us. We're speaking our own truth. Thank you very much. We don't need some big tech corporation to tell us what we can and can't say. We don't need friends and family members to tell us what we mean by something. We can speak our own truth. We have the ability now more than ever, even though we feel like we're being censored, a lot of us. On certain platforms, you can't say certain things. I'm even very careful in just like the pick-a-card readings I do, or even on the live streams, not to say too much about this or that. That's why I kind of want to start Patreon, so I can talk more in depth about what's actually going on in the world, so that I'm not kicked off of YouTube. But the censorship is real, folks. And just being able to stand your ground in your own life in any way you can is going to be a major asset to you this month of March. I almost said May. March. We're in March. All right. So, Sandy, are you here, my dear? I did not see you commenting yet, but I did see your donation come through. So you will have to let us know where you're at if you're on here. Oh, my free spin is available over on You Now. I should probably go take that. Whatever, LOL. All right. Well, I'm glad. Those of you who were here on, I think it was Sunday, that Sandy asked about something that had been misplaced. She was wondering if it had been stolen or misplaced. Good news is she found at least part of what it was. So yay, I'm glad you found that. I'm glad that we've brought you the guidance that you find it, and you did. So yay, yay, yay. That was so good. Especially when I found out, like, I think Robin said it was somewhere between $700 and $800 to $1,000 worth of gold that was missing, and you found it. So that would be like, oh my gosh, my heart just dropped into my shoes if I lost that much. Something worth that much. That would really be hard. Okay. It took so much time to paint the wall, but I take lots of time away from tech. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Sandy wants to know whatever. So Sandy, what are we going to do with you, Sandy? Okay, we're going to the fairy deck for Sandy. What wants to come through for Sandy tonight, Spirit? All right. So we've got here inner child. So really loving and supporting that inner child. Just really healing from anything that had happened between you and your parents or growing up, any belief systems you had about yourself. I mean, inner child could really, expand over a plethora of different topics in our lives and things that we're all trying to still heal from. But inner child work, there may be a lot of memories from your past when you were a child coming up for you right now, Sandy. And a lot of them might not be very good memories. And the reason for this is, or this could be in the near future too. If this isn't resonating yet, like, yeah, I haven't thought about that in years. This could just be in the near future. Lots of memories from your past and a lot of not so good memories coming up for you because it's time to heal those is what Spirit's showing me. Also, we've got kindness here. So just, I'm seeing her out in nature, hanging out with the animals, which you are like one of the kindest people I know, Sandy. So just keep doing what you're doing because you're awesome. This to me, I'm feeling like is you being more kind to yourself, Sandy. Being more kind to yourself. Oh, it's 2 hours and 22 minutes into our live as well. 22222. I just read it. Love it. Yay. And it's 9:22 where I'm at. And 22:22 where Zara is at. All right. What else does Sandy need to know? We've got beauty. There's Sandy, that pretty princess. This to me, again though, Sandy, when this card comes up for you, I just have to laugh. I love that. And I know you hate it, but you love it. I know you do, Sandy. But this is just you feeling and looking your best. Like you're feeling like you're looking your best. That's what this means for you. However that resonates, whether you wear a big, pretty pink bow or just get yourself a nice leather jacket, however that looks for you, this is what Spirit wants you to do is treat yourself, wear things that make you feel good, even if it's your jewelry, if it's clothing, if it's styling your hair a cool new way or putting like a cool, funky like color streak in your hair. Like I could totally see you rocking something like that. She is brushing her hair here, so it might actually have something to do with your hair or getting a new style or like a new color put into the hair. That might be something fun to just kind of put a little pep in your step. I actually want to go over here to the Ancestors and Angels deck for you, Sandy. Oh, good night, Lunar. Yeah, we're going to wrap up right after Sandy's reading here. Mountains, stand your ground. So there may be certain people in your life you're dealing with, or maybe even just the instance of selling the puppies comes up where someone's trying to talk you down like half the price that you were asking. Stand your ground because people are just trying to see what they can get out of you. I think you're mostly surrounded, Sandy, by amazing, beautiful souls. There are those people just looking to score something for free or to get something for way less than they deserve to have to pay for it. You know what I mean? So just stand your ground, and this could even be you speaking up for yourself. You pair that up with the inner child stuff. Anything that's coming up for you surrounding that inner child, maybe you even going, like the Spirit showed me, like you going into a meditation where you're feeling like a helpless child, and you're actually speaking or talking back to, the authority figures in your life from your past and saying what you wanted to say in that time but couldn't because you were a child, didn't feel you could. I just heard children should be seen and not heard. Like, I don't know if that was like a theme of your childhood where you didn't feel understood or heard by a lot of the adults in your life. That just could be something coming up where you're healing that. I don't know. Spirit's being elusive with what all that means for you now. But on the back of the deck, bask in joy and light. That's the summer card there. So I think coming into the summer, you're really going to be in this more lighthearted energy than you have been. Especially with any kind of healing or inner child stuff that might be coming up for you. Once you kind of overcome that or come through that on the other side, you're just going to be feeling this sense of joy and happiness and peace in your life coming into the summer. So I hope that resonated for you, Sandy. On the back of the deck, we've got be honest with yourself. So just be honest with yourself, any healing you're doing, and just take care of yourself, Sandy. Okay, great. Thanks. Oh, you're so welcome. All right. So I think that's it. I think that's what we got for tonight. I hope you guys all have fun hanging out. I always have an amazing time hanging out with all of you. But I need to go get some sleep and get some more water. So I hope you guys have a lovely night. I will be live again over here on Saturday. I'm thinking I might go live a little bit earlier. My mom was going to come to town, but kind of a change of plans last minute. So she will not be coming to town this weekend, but probably closer to my birthday in April. So she might pop on here when she does come down into town here and say hi to you guys when I do like a quick live. Because if she's in town, I won't be live for like 4 hours like I normally am. But yes, I will be live. And tomorrow over on my other channel, if you're not subscribed over there, there's a link. The very first link in my description box is my other channel. I think most of you already know about that other channel there. But there is a really kind of different pick a card for me going live over there tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And that's all about your overcoming heartbreak or overcoming something that was very painful and advice on what you can do to get through something. And this could even be you attributing it to something way in the past that you advice to overcome it if it's still bothering you or affecting your life now. And I was inspired to make that as a result of all that healing I did with my twin flame, John. So you can thank him for that. That'll be out tomorrow morning, and I will be live Saturday and Sunday again this weekend. So I will catch you all there. I hope you guys have a lovely evening or morning or afternoon, wherever it is you are on the earth. And I love you guys, and I will check you later. Bye.